Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-July 2019 Tarot and Astrology reading. I hope you're all doing very well. That eclipse, that lunar eclipse, that partial full moon eclipse in Capricorn, aspecting Pluto, which was opposing the Sun in Cancer, either made you aware of how little you're utilizing your power and has made you aware that you're sacrificing it unnecessarily, or it has made you realize that you are currently exhausted. Mercury is retrograding right up until the last day of July in your career sector and your travel philosophical sectors. It changes in the 19th. It switches signs. With Mars being in Leo, you still have that push, you still have that drive, and yet you feel as though you're going backwards with certain things that make you feel powerful, which is why we're having a conversation about what your power means to you. You are the sign with not only Pluto in your corner, but Mars there too. And Mars is going to make beautiful aspects to Jupiter in your wealth sector on the 25th, right before a new moon in your career sector. Well aspected again to Jupiter. Scorpio, it's gonna be good. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling as though life's not going anywhere, business-wise, career-wise, money-wise, romantically, it's about to shift. It's not that things were actually bad, it's that they were prepping you for something exciting. And I think you're going to find it's unexpected. The Sun, however, when it enters Leo, around the 29th of July, it is going to aspect Uranus, and it's bringing you, most likely because of this Ten of Cups, a very happy surprise. You know how Uranus is. For some of you, you're unexpectedly meeting someone who ticks all your boxes. If you do, please be aware that Mercury retrograde can make people appear otherwise than they are. It can make them seem different, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. The point is to just wait, just be patient. Doesn't mean grind everything to a halt. You have to keep going, but don't make any big choices or important decisions until August, when everything calms down. Because August is pretty big for you career-wise, Scorpio. All the possibilities are there. When everything is uncertain, anything is possible. Seven of Cups. Page of Wands, you could be dealing with fire sign personalities. You could also be aspecting, with the Cancerian energy leading into Leo season, you could be dealing with itchy feet. You know, a real wanderlust, this desire to travel. The eclipse at the beginning of July was, of course, in your travel sector. The Ace of Pentacles. Something just made me very tongue-tied there. I think it was the Page of Wands. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, they might be making you feel quite tongue-tied. Don't forget, pages are communication. Mercury in retrograde. Mercury retrograded in a fire sign, Leo. Your communication may have been off a little bit, especially with your work colleagues. Now, the Ace of Pentacles means money is improving. We know this because Mars and Jupiter well aspected. Mars in your career zone, Jupiter in your financial sector, and then Jupiter again well aspecting this new moon on the 31st of... Okay, I'll calm down. On the 31st of July, Scorpio, please make sure to set your new moon intentions of what you want your career to look like, your pay packet to look like, how successful you want to be, okay? Your challenge is the Five of Cups. Your challenge is your attitude, okay? And the outcome is the Three of Wands. So we have that travel, wanderlust, that new direction, things moving. And underneath we have the Two of Cups. Romance, romance, romance. Okay. It could be romance with an earth sign. Just see the Page of Pentacles. Oh, or Knight of Wands. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Some of you could be moving in with a fire sign. Scorpio is dealing with fire or earth signs. There appears to be some sort of commitment or exchanging of vows or exchanging like an important conversation. That makes sense because That lunar eclipse in Capricorn was, of course, in your communication sector. So important messages are going to be coming at you right, left, and center, Scorpio. That's important to note. Important messages, important romantic conversations. This, to me, looks like a very, very happy, fruitful relationship. As I said, do be wary if you're meeting somebody new in July, just to let it grow organically and give it time. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and don't expect this person to be everything they promised. Goodness, there's really a story going on underneath your cards. The Six of Swords, the World, and the Six of Cups. Very soulmate oriented. Some of you are moving away from a long time love, and I'm talking long time, or some of you are being reconnected with a long time love. Feels more like a reconnection, because the Six of Swords with the Six of Cups is all about moving forward together. And the World card, it could be a Leo, an Aquarius, a Taurus, or a fellow Scorpion. I think a lot of you are hearing from somebody. I sort of suspected that with the Capricorn eclipse energy, you're going to have very unexpected communications. A sibling could suddenly move country. A sibling could suddenly get married. A sibling could suddenly do something that surprises you, of course. You could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries or a Scorpio. If you've an Aries or a Pisces you want to hear from, I think you're hearing from them. And if you are doing something entrepreneurial, I think towards the end of the month you get a really, really good boost. You are standing at a crossroads, Scorpio, but the decision has already been made. The universe has this in motion. It's all working together. It's all connecting for once. Let's actually just draw one more card. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. The universe is bringing everything to this really, really, really interesting story. Shifts are happening. Eclipses do that. Eclipses are very good at shifting energies. If there's people you're talking to that are flat, they're going to disappear. If there's conversations and connections that are just going nowhere, they're going to disappear. They're going to be towered out, okay? They're going to transform. Conflicts are transforming. Okay. Rebuilding a relationship that fate was against. Or it seemed to be, right? I see what's going on here. I see. Wheel of Fortune in the Tower and the Five of Wands. You're finally letting go of the need to fight everything out. You're finally letting go of the need to fight with your lovers, to suspect your lovers, to give them a hard time because you're having a hard time internally. You're finally giving up on love having to be a battlefield. And someone comes along, or someone is along, who fulfills you emotionally. Once you realize that that has to come from you being fulfilled in all areas. You don't put your eggs in one basket, as I said about Mercury retrograde. There's a very important union for many Scorpios. And there's a lot of enlightenment romantically for you. And when we think about it, Neptune retrograding in your 5th house of romance and Uranus being in your partnership sector, unexpected developments and psychic insights are going to be quite common with you. And those for a Scorpio can feel like tower moments because on one hand, you feel as though you need this extra security in your romantic relationships because if you don't have it, you get suspicious. But if you have it, you get suspicious. And then on the other hand, you want the excitement and the romantic excitement. You're getting a lot of that. Strange and startling things are happening all around you, Scorpio. But that Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter connecting to Mars, the Tower is Mars, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, unexpected developments. Very, very, very shocking, yet completely worth it. So I think you're really going to enjoy the rest of July. As we get into August and we're going to go towards that Pisces full moon in your romantic sector, before we have that in Virgo season, and we have the Aquarian full moon in your home sector, there's a lot of shifts coming in that lead you to something romantic. If you have somebody romantic in mind, it feels very much as though the rest is still unwritten. There's nothing set in stone. But fate does seem to have a plan. There are very much soulmate connections, amazing unions, and we sort of can see that when we have the Capricorn Cancer relationships going on between your heart and your mind. There's possibly, for single Scorpios, somebody who comes in who absolutely sweeps you off your feet. And for those of you in romantic relationships where things have been challenging since Uranus entered, you're about to have a very, very important conversation. What isn't working probably will fall away, or at least be rebuilt to be more steady. But what I do see here is that for Scorpios, particularly with the fire signs and the earth signs, there's a lot of love. A lot of love. And if you're dealing with a Gemini where you can't stop bickering, let them talk. Let them be who they are and see how quickly things change. The Ace of Pentacles money is going to be better than you expected. Five of Cups, the challenge. Your attitude is everything. There's Two of Cups here being offered to you. Over here. Could be career, could be a travel opportunity, could be romance with a fire sign, earth sign, any sign. Love's being offered to you in some form. You must not keep looking backwards. You must not compare with the past. Mercury retrograde will only affect you if you are living in the past. And by affect you, I mean affect you deeply. I don't mean the trivial, mundane, Pinterest, Instagram style Mercury retrogrades, travel disruptions, phones, internet. I mean that deep stuff. Mercury retrograding in Cancer can pull up the past and the sentimentalities if you've not left them behind. Maybe it's time to just let it be and let this romance come in. And who knows, Wheel of Fortune, maybe it is somebody that you can't get over. For a lot of Scorpios it is. For other Scorpios, it's a lot more special than that. And it could be your career, it could be your dream home. Pleasant surprises. Unexpected, worth it though. Love you guys. See you in August.